Alright, today we're building a stream and we're getting ready to install that stream in the city skylines. My city has 3 layers. The railroad tracks at the bottom, I carry the freight. Higher speed roadways in the middle, and then the regular city areas below that. Train is going to go out here eventually. That one's going down to the port. And this one's going to service this area. Up a little bit right here. So put this part out. Come back later and do that. Make the medium level. Now this road's gonna go out that way as well. See, now it's not going to let me because the distance is too low. So now I'm going to do a little hack I learned. Oh, I messed up. Make sure everything's even with the road height first. Then I come in here. Make that as small as I can. Line it up with where the road's going to cross. And down this goes. Now when I come back and I do the road, it's going to go right across. It's pretty nice and smooth. Yeah, I want that on a curve. It's going to go out to that other area. Oh yeah, that'll look really good. Look even up there. Yep. Alright, now I'm going to put the 3rd level in. Alright, now these bridges are going to be too low. That's alright, we're going to get around that. So it's gonna do this stuff. It's not going to let me do this. but we'll see. What is this bridge here? Right now, where does this need to really go over here? Still doesn't like that. It's too close to that bridge. Oh, it's because the piling comes out. All right, there it goes. Once this gets filled in with houses, it's going to look like that. Alright, so this train is going to, in future planning, so that one's going to go loop around that way, and the lower level is going to come and service this area. So you figure they're going to walk from over here, they're not going to take the train. So the first station should be around over here. Overtake that double track. And I'm gonna start working on the stream. The stream is gonna have to come along this way. It's gonna have to start like a spring bat over here. So let's just say here's this little hill here. Let's say this is the start of the spring. It's gonna come through this area. So this city's pretty new. It's just getting started here. There's a lot of rough things like this. How high that is. Take a look at this area. I have tricks to show you later to make this much lower. And look at the water, the walkway. It's very low. If I go to put this, it's gonna want to be much higher. So it gives it a much more realistic look. There's a way to make it lower. And the same thing with the cargo. It has a much more realistic height to it. Way back to the stream. The stream needs the first little waterfall right here to control flow and height of the river. The river's going to be fed by, so I only need one of these, but two of these. I have to build a lower section to prepare for the stream. Typically they don't have small generators in the vanilla one. This is the vanilla version of City Skylines. Alright, so that's going to start building up. We'll see where we're going to be at now. We're just going to come out here and flood for right now, but we're going to start making rivers. This looks like a nice spot for this to cross underneath right here. Right about here. Too big of a bridge. you're going to put a lot of trees along a river, make sure you have air support for the firefighters because this is going to burn at some point. The water's right there, so when it does burn, the firefighting planes, at least they don't have to go very far. Now we really have 4 layers to the city. We have the river layer, the rail transportation layer, the higher speed highways, and then we have the residential local roads as the height. Now we're just going to do a little bit of this. We're just really concentrating on this. It's one section between the train track and really like over here, just so we can see how this is going to look. I really don't like the wind turbines. I don't really want to put electric lines all over the place because this is going to be the major part of the city. So it's not going to really need that. And the suburbs and things are going to be over here. They're going to take the train and subways in. Right now for this lower level. Some housing. I'm gonna wait for that to dry out a little bit. Check on the status of the subway over here. This is eventually going to be the downtown over here. The school's going to move and the garbage facility is going to move, but this town is just beginning. We can't even fill the jobs yet. I'm just putting in the residential. The transport is really busy now. I haven't even put in the marine terminals yet. And you see over here I have a little dam built. This way I can make the bridge nice and even and smooth. And I can do these effects much better too, where I can get this to be down here. There's a whole trick to that. Do these levels. So this part of that section's dammed right now. I clean it up and make some changes. From the original base of this, just had the roads. So I installed this area and I started fixing this up already. Put a nice terminal in. I have a quick subway ride right to over here. There's no subway train on that tunnel yet though. It doesn't go anywhere else yet. Only this one train loops around for right now, so it's going to loop around in that section. Highway way looks good though. They're flowing real nice under there. This might be a real nice spot for a park and some other stuff going on. Yeah, water still hasn't dried out yet. This water's slow because it's going into the city. There's not that many people to drink it up. Bridge looks good. That looks pretty real. Go down in the pit. Alright, let's see what this looks like from up here. Bridge looks fantastic. Once the trees are in and the river's the right height, this is going to look real nice. And when the trains are going over, it's got a nice 3-level. You can see the 3 levels right here. The water level, the rail line, and then we are in the residential level. We got the high-speed level over there. These tricks are for console because if you were playing PC with this, you could just move these bridges around and the height anyway. It wouldn't really matter. But on Xbox, it's a pain in the ass. Let's look at that. While we wait for that river to drain out a little more, let's look at a regular road and what kind of actual height the game allows in a straight section here. So if we were to put one of those roads over, I guess that's the minimum it'll let you. Got away with a little bit more. It looks pretty realistic with this height. Because the trucks are going under there, no problem. This is a little bit smaller than the game allows. Use some of those tricks to get this. Alright, now this is starting to get down. I'm going to get to, it doesn't change color underwater, and that is tall grass clusters. These don't change color when they're introduced to water. So they look pretty nice as a fill-in for anywhere that doesn't have a lot of greenery. Because the trees drastically change if they get too wet. The bushes don't change. So these go right here in this mud area, right at the end. Let's see what this is going to look like. I have this on the smallest setting with the intensity, so it can just go right and plop in. Randomly at the bottom is a little more realistic. I can always go in and take them out. I can't put them in later once the water comes back, but get this edge side down here. Get the water back in, so it's gonna look like I put a couple of rocks into. Running this over, I can see the money go up, so it's definitely filling in some holes there, which makes it even more realistic. So you get different kind of bushes, a lot of growth along the river. Bridge finally dried out. This also helps to add a little bit of ripples to it. If you put the large rocks, it blocks it and changes the height. You have to be very careful on what you use here to make this work. This bridge really looks fantastic over this. You got a nice triple layer city here going on. Alright, we're only going to do this because you can see the Bear Canyon walls and it doesn't look very nice over here, but this is starting to look like a real riverbed. So I can use these little rocks. These don't really interfere too much and these make it look nice too. So fill these here, fill these in. So I can always go in and take them out later if they interfere with the water. You can always put one good big rock right in the middle. I'm going to have to stop this water again in the future because I'm going to have to fill in the rest of this. You can see how plain that looks. And these have been empty. Alright, so now we're going to turn the water back on. Actually, I'm going to, before this water gets going, I'm going to add a third valve to this because in case you want to come back later, it's just not enough water coming out. So you can't add these underwater. They'll work underwater, but you can't go back and add these later. You can't put them in later, so. There we go. We're going to have a nice force coming down here. Bridge here to about the train bridge. I'll leave the rest of that undone right now because I'm going to come and start looking at how I'm going to put the train in for the marine terminals, if they're going to start over in this section or if I'm going to have another tributary come and meet this from over here somewhere. I don't know yet. This might just be a little short stream through the city. This looks like a prime area to put a road eventually. Few houses there. Are you gonna park? No, park's gonna go over here, baby. I'm gonna park near the railroad so you can jump on the subway. Everyone's filled up here. Water's gonna be coming over. Because some of these are shorter than normal, even though that looks appropriate. In a real world, that looks like the right height for a bridge, but it doesn't let you have that height in this game. But you can see what this is: the Cave of Doom. Watch. You go into the game there. The bug that makes the bridge a little bit lower also creates these time warps here to the under the game. How's our train? We do have some people under there waiting. How's our water? It's gonna be coming down in this section already, right? Yep, here it comes. Okay, here we go. This lower section's already sea level. So it's just gonna add a little more right there. You can see it with the terrain height. We got a little bit of a hole right there, which is fine, because if that was a waterfall, I would do that anyway. That's really from the construction of the bridge, and I can fill that back in, but I'm just not going to. It'll probably create interesting ripples. We'll see in a minute. gonna go right over those rocks pretty nice. It starts looking pretty real. Once this gets to its down to the bottom and it evens out, and slow up the game and see what the flow looks like. This looks pretty realistic. And when I go past the stream, this is what it looks like. Got a lot of growth on both sides. You have different vegetation. You get certain stronger vegetation by the river. You got rocks sticking out, and you got a lot of flow in some places. This looks pretty good, and it empties out into the sea over here, which even looks even better. And this water is going to start going the other way. If we go on this, we see the white arrows pointing that way, but let's see. The water's changing about here. Nope, the arrows are suddenly reversing. Here comes the big bulge of water. To what it actually looks like. Pretty realistic river. And the height's not bad. I'll do some of these bridges. I just gotta go fill in the plants on both the bottom and the top, and it'll look pretty good. Eventually go to a beautiful port complex that has a lot of hacks to make it work, like how this is down to the bottom. I haven't seen a ship come here. I haven't had enough people here yet to have a ship come here, so I don't know what it looks like, but it certainly looks nice and right at the level of the water. It looks real good. It looks like real life. Real life, it would have a good 15 feet. These piers look like. Yeah, that looks about right. Let's check out underneath. And we got a lot of water here for a ship to come in. Got plenty of turning radius, and it's perfect for it.